Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School. I'm Stevie.
I'm Betty.
And today we are looking at our travel English show, talking, of course, about different vocabulary that you can use when we are traveling. And our title today is Set Jetting Around the World. Now, there is a word that's common in English called jet setting, and that's a jet setter is a person who, travels a lot. They fly a lot. But set jetting is a person who travels a lot to go to movie sets.
Right. So there are two different words. Very similar.
Two different words that sound similar, but today we're going to talk about set jetting.
对，我们今天要看的其实很有趣。我们观光英语呢，要带大家去环游世界。那要去哪里呢？那刚才 Stevie 老师就讲到说，这里有个字叫 set jetting， 它其实就是新的一个字。它就是跟大家说，有的时候我们去旅游啊，我们特别想要去，比如说韩剧拍摄的景点，这个叫 set jetting。那个 set 是场景的那个 set jetting。原本呢有个字叫 jet setting， 就是呢很常去比如说你搭飞机啊去旅游，我们就会叫它 jet setter， 就是你常出国玩的人。对，所以这个有点像是玩那个文字游戏，把两个字倒过来变成一个新的字 set jetting。
But it also makes sense. 我觉得很有趣 because you're jetting to movie sets, TV sets. You know what the most famous movie set in the world is?
The New Zealand one?
Lord of the Rings.
Right.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that, I think, today.
Right.
So let's take a look.
Set jetting around the world. Iris and Drake are watching TV on the couch.
You know what's been on my mind lately? Exploring famous movie and TV show locations around the world.
Oh, you mean set jetting? I hear that's becoming very popular recently.
Exactly. My cousin went to where they shot Diagon Alley in Harry Potter when he was in London. It looked fun. So I want to do it too.
London has so many iconic film locations. I've also heard about Bridgerton and the Crown film locations. It'd be like stepping into our favorite shows and movies.
Yes, Croatia is a great place too. We can visit many scenes from Game of Thrones in the city of Dubrovnik.
Wow, it seems like there are a lot of set jetting places in Europe. Is there anywhere else?
You're a big fan of The Lord of the Rings, right? Then you'll probably want to go to New Zealand and explore Hobbiton and the Shire.
That would be paradise for me. I would dress up as a hobbit and force you to take my picture.
Of course. Can you think of some places in Asia?
How about South Korea or Japan? We can find some scenes from your favorite K-dramas or my favorite anime there.
South Korea would be great. Let's start planning our set jetting trip now.
Okay, so first we have Iris and Drake, and they are watching TV on the couch. Couch is more of an American word. A lot of times we'll hear sofa.
就是我们在看到前面呢这个场景，就是有两个人。今天我们是 Iris 跟 Drake， 他们呢就在沙发上看电视。那老师讲到那个 couch， 比较像是美国人的讲法。美国人讲法 couch。
Yeah, so usually you would hear sofa, S-O-F-A. So that's the Chinese as well, right?
对，沙发，大家比较熟这个字。
Yeah. So Iris says, you know what's been on my mind lately? So, of course she could say, do you know what's been on my mind lately? But here she's just saying, it's very casual.
口语英文。
Yeah. So, Betty, you know what's been on my mind lately? So, do you know what I have been thinking about lately or recently?
对，我们今天看到两个单字啊，等一下都会看到。第一个是 lately， 最近在想什么？然后第二个相似字是 recently， 就是最近的意思。你知道我最近在想什么吗？那这个 you know 是比较口语的讲法，同学就不用太正式。Do you know 这样子，可能比较嘴巴也比较难念，就直接 you know 这样就可以了。
Like if we're just talking, and I might, if we're thinking about what we want to eat, if we're going to a restaurant, I might say, you know what I want? So I wouldn't say, do you know what I want? Unless I want to emphasize, do you know what I want to eat? So, well, 强调, I want to emphasize that. But if you're just with friends, you know what I want? I want tacos. 是墨西哥卷饼。
台湾比较少看到 taco.
Yeah. 很可惜。So, you know what I've been thinking about? Exploring famous movie and TV show locations around the world. So I've been thinking about exploring. So exploring just means you want to go check it out. You want to go look it out. In Chinese,
探索
探索, right? So sometimes I like to ride my scooter just in the mountains. You know, 去走小路啊，看有什么. So I like to go exploring. So would we say that in Chinese also? 我有时候喜欢去山上探索。
晃可能不会讲探索，探索比较像是 space exploration 那种东西。
Okay.
这个 exploring 这个字在中文比较正式一点点，探索。
In English, like I could say, hey, let's go to 西门町 and just walk around. Let's explore.
英文就是比较口语可以讲的，没有那么正式。
Let's go check it out, see what's there. So what does she want to do? She wants to explore movie and TV show locations around the world. A location is a place or a spot that you want to go to. So she wants to go see places where TV shows and movies have been filmed, where they were made.
对，这就是扣回到我们刚才的主题 set jetting。他就说，你知道我最近想干嘛吗？我就想探索一下这个有名的电影或电视的地点，到世界各地看看。Location 就是地点的意思，动词是 locate。
Now, Drake says, oh, you mean set jetting? So the word that we just talked about earlier. Oh, you mean, and you notice he didn't say, do you mean?
Right.
He just said, oh, you mean set jetting? So, and is there a Chinese word for set jetting?
它比较难翻，它就是呢把它翻成了这个取景地旅游。没有，这是新字。
But, yeah, it's a new word, right? But that kind of makes sense.
Right, that makes sense, but probably a little bit difficult to grasp in the beginning.
It'll probably evolve. Evolve is a good word to know. E-V-O-L-V-E. So it kind of progresses. It might change and become a word that everybody knows or that makes more sense to people.
进化演化，就比如说 couch potato 刚出来的时候，大家可能也不知道那是什么，那后来就慢慢
简单啊，沙发马铃薯啊。
后来就大家就知道了，对，这可能不是一个非常好的例子，因为大家可能比较想象这个 couch potato， 但是 set jetting 比较难想象。
I told so many students that couch potato was a sofa that looked like a potato, or that a couch potato was a potato that you could only eat on the couch.
Do they usually believe it?
And yes, they believed me. And then when I told them what it really was, they were like, "Aw," but it helped them remember.
就是用这种联想的比较容易记起来。那我们就看到这里，
是用冷笑话。
对，他就说，那 you mean 这里也没有说 do you mean， 因为是口语。You mean， 你是说就是取景地旅游吗？那 OK， 然后我们就下一句。
And then he says, I hear that's becoming very popular recently. I just said recently when we were talking about lately. So, that's a new term or a new word that people have been using lately. And yeah, I hear that set jetting is becoming very popular.
我听说啊，这个 set jetting 呢越来越流行了，尤其在最近。那 recently 跟 lately 提醒同学一下，它可能跟现在完成式、现在进行式、现在简单式搭配都可以。对，所以你也可以说 that has become very popular. That has 这个都可以，就是你可以有一个弹性，它可以跟完成式啊，或者是进行式都可以哦。
Yeah. So now Iris says exactly. Exactly. So, yep, that's right.
没错。
That's what I'm talking about. My cousin went to where they shot Diagon Alley in Harry Potter when he was in London. So this sentence is a little bit long. Okay. So my cousin, right now we're talking about a person. My cousin went to, so they went to a place where they shot Diagon Alley. That is the place where they shot. Okay, this is not shoot like a gun. This is like shoot with a camera. Okay, so it means where they shot means where they filmed. And we call it shot because, how would you say in Chinese a photo shoot?
一张照 photo shoot 那个 shoot 好像不会特别翻出来，就是拍一张照片。
拍一张照片是 like, that's take a picture. But if you go to like a studio and you get a lot of pictures taken, like a model shoot, they would call that a photo shoot. And so each time you, use, we use the past tense. Oh, yesterday, I shot 3 videos for my TikTok.
那个 shoot 有点像照片集的感觉，就是很多加起来的。
Yeah.
对，那个 shot 这边是用它的动词，它其实动词跟名词都可以当 shoot。那这个动词呢，它的过去式是 shot。那因为已经过去了嘛，这个哈利波特是以前拍的，就用过去式 shot。
So my cousin went to the place where they filmed Harry Potter in London. And they filmed what scene? They shot Diagon Alley. That is a place in Harry Potter, the movie. So my cousin went to the place where they filmed that part of the movie in Harry Potter. And my cousin did that when he was in London.
这句话真的是有一点点长。那我们从头开始看，就是 exactly。这个我们可不可以请 Stevie 老师再发一次？因为台湾人有的时候想讲，有点卡住。
Oh, yeah. Because if we say it quickly, it sounds like exactly. But if you want to say it clearly, we're going to say it slow. Exactly. And then when we say it fast, it starts to sound a little bit like egg, right? A little bit. And I know some KK says it's an egg sound. But it's exactly. And then when we say it fast, exactly.
对，同学可以练练看，那个 x 会发成 ig，那个 guz 的音 exactly， 就那个 x 它不发 x， 它发 guz exactly。对，他就说没错啊，我的表哥呢去他们拍哈利波特的那个斜角巷 Diagon Alley， 当他在伦敦的时候，看起来超好玩的。
Yeah. It looked fun, so I want to do it too. So it looked fun. My cousin went there. He told me about it. He took pictures. It looked fun.
看起来超好玩。
Yeah, so I want to do it too. I want to go there too.
我也想做做看，去做一样的事情。
Now, Drake says, oh, London has so many iconic film locations. When we say iconic, something is iconic, that means something... actually, I don't know how to say this one in Chinese. But iconic means...
标志性的。
it's like, yeah, really important. If somebody says, oh, that's iconic, that means it was huge, it was important.
同一类的东西里面最突出的那一个，
Yeah.
标志性的。那 icon 是它的名词啊，比如说标志性的人物，标志性，比如说我们很常讲那个韩国的偶像团体啊，他们就是 icons， 就是很多偶像，
Yeah.
最出色的那一群这样子。他就说，伦敦其实有很多很有名的那个电影的拍摄地点。
I've also heard about Bridgerton and The Crown film locations. So there are a lot of film locations in London. I've heard about the Bridgerton location. Bridgerton is a TV series. The Crown is a Netflix TV series, I know.
They're
I think
both
Bridgerton is too. I've heard of Bridgerton. I haven't seen it. But I've also heard about those locations, those places that they shot the movie in.
对，他就讲说哈，他就说还有听过伯杰顿家族，这个我有看。对，同学就是如果有对爱情故事有兴趣可以看，还有王冠对那种皇室家族有兴趣的可以看。
So that would be exciting if you were there to maybe see these places.
Yeah, and also you have to be a fan of these movies.
Yeah. It'll be like stepping into our favorite shows and movies. When you step, that means to walk. Now, when you walk into a door, then you're walking into a room or a place. So when we say step into our favorite movie, it'll be like taking a step, walking into, suddenly you're in your favorite movie. They say, maybe it will be like that. It will feel like that when we're there. Wow. Oh, I remember this place. Oh, I remember this. This is where 谁谁谁跟谁怎样怎样
在一起的地方，对。
Yeah. So it'll be like stepping into our favorite shows and movies.
对，他就说哇，这样就会很像说我们真的走进去我们最喜欢的电影跟电视节目里面。
Yeah. Then now that's London. So now Iris says, yes, Croatia is a great place too. So another great place is Croatia.
克罗埃西亚，他就说，对呀，你知道吗？克罗埃西亚呢，也是一个很棒的地点哦。
Now, who liked Game of Thrones?
I do.
I love Game of Thrones. We can visit many scenes from Game of Thrones in the city of Dubrovnik. So we can go to places where they shot Game of Thrones. We can see where those scenes were. We can visit there.
那个 scene 就是一幕一幕那个电视电影的一幕这样。他就说，你如果去克罗埃西亚的话呢，可以拜访很多从这个 Game of Thrones 这个中文呢是《冰与火之歌》权力游戏。那它是在这个城市 Dubrovnik 这个地方拍的，这个地方在克罗埃西亚，所以呢，你也可以去克罗埃西亚这个地方看看。
Okay, we're going to take a quick break here, and we'll be right back with the rest of today's article. Okay, so now we are back, and Iris and Drake are talking about going to famous places or places where famous TV shows and movies have been shot. So this is called set jetting. Now, Iris just said, ooh, Croatia might be cool because that's where they shot Game of Thrones. We can see those places. And now Drake answers her and says, wow, it seems like there are a lot of set jetting places in Europe.
对。
So it seems like there are a lot of these set jetting places. Okay, set jetting, it's a new word. If you don't know this word yet, that's okay. But it seems like there are a lot of places in Europe that we can go see where movies were made.
That sounds super fun and exciting for
It does.
me.
Yeah.
对，他就说到说，哇，这样看起来好像有很多在欧洲的地点啊，其实都可以做这个取景地旅游。我们上一段有讲到取景地旅游，那他说这个 set jetting 这边呢是把它用成形容词来形容那些地点 set jetting places.
So is there anywhere else? Are there any other places that we can check out?
对。
Yeah. Now, Iris says, you're a big fan of Lord of the Rings, right? So when we say you're a big fan, now fan, I think we mostly know in Taiwan, and it's directly translated.
对，粉丝。
粉丝,
对。
yeah. Yeah, so you love Lord of the Rings, right? You're a big fan.
这个也是很好的表达方法，就是除了讲I like something, I love something, I'm a big fan of something， 这个同学可以学起来，比较口语化，比较自然一点点。他说，你应该就是这个 Lord of the Ring， 这个就是我们讲的魔戒，魔戒这部电影的忠实粉丝，对吧？
Yep. Then you'll probably want to go to New Zealand and explore Hobbiton and the Shire. So, okay, you're a big fan. Here, then, kind of means so. All right? You love Lord of the Rings, right? So, I think you will want to go here. you'll probably want to go to New Zealand and explore. We already talked about explore, to go look around, check out Hobbiton and the Shire. Now, if you have seen The Lord of the Rings, the hobbits, they come from an area, I guess you could say it's kind of like a country where they're from, called the Shire. It's like their area. Yeah.
在以前那个国界魔界，它是设在中土时候，所以可能那个区域划分不是我们现在真的区域划分。所以哈比人以前就从 the Shire 这个地方来的。
Yeah. So 这个地方这个区是 the Shire, and Hobbiton is the town that they were in. And so they built a real Hobbiton to film the movie. It's a huge area in New Zealand. They built this and they left it there.
好像是一个私人的农场。
Yeah.
对，就是还蛮酷的，好像有40几个，就是哈比的家，然后每一个都有不同的特色，你就可以从他门口的摆饰知道那个哈比呢从事什么行业，所以它就变成一个观光的景点。所以这个 Irish 就说，哎，那如果你这么喜欢魔戒，那我猜你大概也会很想去纽西兰，然后看一下这个哈比屯。有人是翻译成哈比屯，有人是翻译成哈比村。然后呢，看一下 The Shire。The Shire 我们刚才讲，夏尔村就是哈比人他们住的地方。
Then Drake says, that would be paradise for me. That would be heaven for me.
Right? 这里就说，哇，那对我来讲就真的是天堂。这个 paradise 这个字，老师可以说一下，他不是讲真的天堂，那因为讲说，
对 that's how we would say it, is like heaven. A paradise is like a heaven. It's the perfect place for you.
对，不一定要指上面的那个天堂，就是你很想去那个地方，我们也可以说它是一个 paradise。比如说 ，this place is a paradise for shoppers。这个对购物喜欢购物的人来讲是一个天堂，这样子。
Yeah, I would dress up as a hobbit and force you to take my picture. I would dress up as, 打扮成 a hobbit and force you. I would make you take my picture.
对，我就说，哎，那我要扮成哈比，然后逼你帮我拍照。这个 force 就是强迫，就老师刚才有讲到，就跟 make 是一样。可是你要记得哦，你用 make 的时候，后面不能加 to。Force somebody to do something.
And that's one of our vocabulary words. Force somebody to do something.
对。
Yeah. Iris says, of course, I'll take pictures. Can you think of some places in Asia? Can you think of any places in Asia?
对，哎，当然，没有问题。那你可不可以想到其他地方，如果是亚洲的话，有没有同样类似的景点呢
？So Drake says, how about South Korea or Japan?
好像大家都会想到这两个。哎，南韩跟日本怎么样？
We can find some scenes from your favorite K-dramas or my favorite anime there.
Right.
So K-dramas, Korea,
韩剧
favorite anime, Japan.
对，那我们就看到，他就说，哎，我们可以找一些场景啊，是从你最喜欢的这个韩剧，或者是我最喜欢那个日本的动漫里面，然后就取景，然后我们实际呢去那边走走看看。
So do you think Iris likes anime or K-pop, K-drama more?
Based on the context here, I would say K-dramas for Iris.
K-drama. Why? Because the last sentence, Iris, okay, Drake just said, or we can see my favorite anime places. And Iris says, South Korea would be great.
没错。
She doesn't say South Korea and Japan.
对。
Oh, yeah, South Korea would be great.
他只有听到 South Korea。南韩，没错，就是我想要去南韩，最棒了。
Yeah. Let's start planning our set jetting trip now.
对，让我们赶快呢来规划一下我们的 set jetting 旅游吧。
Okay, we're out of time, but one last question. Where would you go if you went set jetting?
Japan.
Japan?
Right.
I would go to Europe. Definitely. In fact, I think we need to go now. That's all the time we have. We'll see you tomorrow or maybe the next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye.